lot has changed in the past 100 years. Actually, more has changed in the past 100 than in the past 10,000 years. The technology revolution has changed how we work. It has changed how we shop. It has changed how we relate to others. It has also changed how we understand the human mind. We have learned more about the living brain in this century than in all of history. This knowledge has changed what we thought was true in the past. We used to believe that the mind was mainly for storing facts and information. We were taught that feelings were bad, interferences, and threats to our plans. We believed that punishment would change a person from bad to good. All of that has changed. There is still some truth to those things, but they were a reflection of how little we understood about the human mind. Since we have embraced many of the changes associated with the technology revolution, it is time to change the direction about what we believe about emotions. When we teach children and adults to apply emotional intelligence, it will change our culture. Suicide rates will drop, homicide rates will drop, relationship violence will decline, child abuse will decline. Parents will be more effective at supporting their children's development. Children will have the headspace to learn in the classroom, and schools will be safer from violence. Emotional intelligence is the capacity for a person to identify, interpret, and appropriately respond to their emotional reactions. Negative emotions are messengers to the intellect to signal that there is a problem that needs to be addressed. Positive emotions are signals that a good thing is happening. Each emotion has its own universal message and a range of intensity to send that message. Emotions are like the lights in the dashboard of a car. They signal you when there is a problem that you cannot see. The lights are not the actual problems. They are just signals that have to be interpreted so that the problem can be resolved. When the problem is acknowledged and appropriately addressed, the signal, or emotion, will decrease or disappear until the next problem arises. Learning to acknowledge these signals, interpret them, and resolve them is the key to keeping your life on its path and not running over others. Here are the emotions and their signals. Happy is a signal that feels as soft as okay and as strong as ecstatic. Happy is always telling you that your needs are being met. When your needs are being met, you can acknowledge them so that in the future you can have more control over your happiness. Sad is a signal that sounds as quiet as disappointment and as strong as hopelessness. Sad is always telling you that you lost something. What you lost may be a real thing or something you had hoped for. To resolve sadness, you have to recover what you lost or accept that it is lost and look for a new beginning. Anger is a signal that is as quiet as irritated and as loud as rage. Anger is always telling you that you have a blocked goal or expectation. To resolve anger, you have to make a choice to revise your goal or expectation or find another way to achieve it. Fear is a signal that is as quiet as worry and as strong as panic. Fear is always telling you that there is something you don't know. To resolve fear, you have to answer the unanswered question. If the answer is not yet available, then you have to predict what the answer will be. This is the foundation of emotional intelligence. Feelings are signals for problem solving. When we can teach children to acknowledge and respond to those signals, it will revolutionize the way we treat them, the way they treat themselves and others. Then our schools will be safer.